failed with major repairs. Technical repair report for bidding. Restoration with permit by a fully licensed vendor. Engineer oversight. 3 site visits. Certification with owner liability in lieu of a load test. Load test still may be required by the AHJ.
Fire escape engineers inspect the summary video. Here we are in New York. This is the back side. Fire escapes, that's number 13. So 11 is probably 9. So the higher numbers down to theirs so this is the back 6. That's number 13 down at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is fire escape number facing the back. This is the third one. So must be structural sound, must be kept painted. Fire escape does need a paint job. The issue at hand here is that structurally she's got some issues, primarily on the cement. Can't load test at this time. So now I'm going to point out a few things. Again, this is not the full inspection. This is just an evaluation that tells you what the problems are, not where they are and how many exist. All the treads need to be changed out, in that they're all full of rust jacking. Let's start with a ladder. As you can see here with a ladder, it's tied in original hardware, punched through and welded, which is good. Look at all the bolts here. Original hardware, some rust. Got to clean out those bolts. Cement, they skinned all the wall with cement, so the spalling of they didn't properly pack these, so you have to break away some of the cement skin and then repack those correctly. But again, all the cement is a problem on all these fire escapes typically. As you can see, there's the skin. That's an example of what happens, that instead of repointing the bricks, they put in this skin of cement just to basically, hide the work that really needs to be done. Railing up and overlooks in good order, but that will be taken care of under the engineer oversight. Fire escape doesn't require engineer oversight because all the connections are shot. So these connections are shot. This connection is rust jacking. Okay, going through to the back. As you can see, these are the original plates that tell you to maintain your fire escape. The ladder section, look at all the massive rust jacking that's happening here. So this ladder is in need of repair. Routine maintenance will not do. As you can see, the ladder drops. There's some clothes hanging going on. Again, rivets indicate that this is 75 to 100 years old. Cement skin did not take care of the original attachment. There's a hole in there. See how my piece can go inside? This is typical, that they just skinned it over, but they didn't really pack the connections primarily into the building. All these treads 100% needs to go. And these treads are going to get replaced. There's replacement treads over there that I'm going to show you, because these to repair are not worth it. They're just worth replacing. It is a standard component around, so you can buy the replacement treads. Okay, let's go into all the stringer clip tops and bottoms. Stringer clips at the top need rebolting. All these rusty treads. Look how much rust is on these treads. And again, they Vita at the very top, so majority, but look, that's already popping. So there's no way to fix this. You can't weld these. These can only be cleaned and riveted, but they just kept painting over this rust, this amount of rust. So monster amount of rust. They just kept painting, and as you can see, they repaired their left rail, but they left the right rail on here. As you can see all the cracked cement in there. So instead of fixing the cement correctly, they just skimmed it over. But a lot of these treads, 100% of these treads need to be revolted. Look at the new replacement treads, what they look like. It's a one piece, 6 inches by 18 or 22 inches wide. You can just buy these. See, bolts already missing, rust jacking. All the rail clips are shot. So it's 100% refurb on the connections. And all the cement against the building has just been skinned to hide what really needed to be done. And as you can see, this is what happens. A lot of times this will just trap water, and it'll actually do more damage to the building over the long lifetime. As you can see, rust jacking, rust jacking, rust jacking, Rust jacket also hanging clothes here, as you can see. So somebody jury-rigged little clothes thing. The ladder has been replaced, punched through and welded, which is good. That bolt is still original, 75 years old. This is the hook that hooks it up so that when you drop it, she'll drop. And a lot of times when you drop it, because it slides down too fast, she bends, so she's already bent at the bottom. So this fire escape is not structurally sound, has not been kept painted, and she needs to be totally refurbished. So 100% on the cement, 100% of the treads, 50% on the stringers, and full paint job. As you can see, even some of the clips are bad, so a lot of times these treads, the best thing to do is change the entire tread out. Any questions, fire escape engineers? 866-649-0333.
Load test still may be required by the AHJ. Failed with major repairs. Technical repair report for bidding. Restoration with permit by a fully licensed vendor. Engineer oversight. 3 site visits. Certification with owner liability in lieu of a load test. Fire escape issues. Photos represent what the violations are, not where they are or how many exist. Pass-fail inspection, not technical repair report.